When you start to develop the reputation from the victories and from the outcomes and proving that I can win cases in trial, prosecutors take you seriously. I am capable of taking a client who's accused of a crime and walking them out of the courtroom free.
He walks in with a reputation. Judges know from Brent's reputation that he is that capable appellate lawyer who knows how to catch a judge making a mistake.
I got really impressed with Brent and how he worked. We worked together. It was a very difficult case, and Brent's work ethic and his attitude about the case, it fit real nicely with what I was trying to do. He didn't come in and try to push his way around. He came in to help.
So when Brent walks in, it's major league time. If they've never met him personally, they've heard about him.
As a prosecutor, I was out on the streets with the police officers. I was going out to the scenes, working with them from the very beginnings of their investigation and throughout the entire investigation. Knowing how the other side operated and investigate these cases is valuable when it comes to the defense side. We can help obtain the evidence that the police might miss in their investigation.
Not only the juries trust Brent, but judges respect him, and prosecutors fear him because they know how competent he is. He has been in enough courtrooms around the United States that he's got a nationwide reputation.
I tried over 60 cases as a prosecutor, over 30 felony trials. Going through all of those experiences, from the preparation to selecting a jury, to preparing arguments, learning how to present evidence effectively to juries.
It was his ability to connect with the jury, the words that he chose, the logic that he employed, the sincerity emanated.
You learn from each one of these trial experiences. Win or lose, you're taking valuable information and you're applying it to your next trial.
I thought to myself, this guy's incredible. I'm going to lose this case just because of him, not because of the facts. If he wins this case, they're voting because they like Brent Mayr and what he had to say.
Seeing the judge's eyes light up. Making that initial first impression and appearance in a case is always an important one. I want to come in strong. I want to come in confident. I want the prosecutors and judges to see that I'm prepared to defend my client.
With your jury, you're meeting with 12 strangers from all different walks of life. You need to have the ability, the personality to try to make that connection with this diverse population that is now your jury. You need to be able to think on your feet. You need to be able to react to surprises and be nonplussed when that occurs. Brent's that type of a trial lawyer.
I won a lot of cases as a defense attorney, and getting those victories sort of validated the process. It validated that everything that I was doing to prepare, everything that I was doing to deal with the legal issues, everything that I was doing to develop a compelling story to convince a jury to find my clients not guilty, it sort of resonated from there, grew from there. It's an overwhelming feeling when you're able to walk out of the courtroom with the client. The sense of victory after putting in all the work and all the effort and building the bonds, you want to keep doing that. You want to keep doing that for more and more clients.
He is a well-known courtroom performer, but the mark of a true great criminal defense lawyer is cross-examination. And that's where Brent shines. And that's why he packs the courtroom to see Brent destroy a hostile witness. That's the mark of a great defense attorney. That's Brent Mayr.
The Jesse Quitron case was a case where my client was accused of money laundering as part of a massive investigation by multiple federal agencies into the Zeta drug cartel. And when I first took on that case, I was led into a room with boxes and boxes of evidence. But I approached it the same way that I had learned from previous trial experience. I prepared, learned everything I could about the legal issues, and develop a compelling story to convince a jury that my client had no association with money laundering. To walk out of the courtroom with an acquittal is a very satisfying feeling. I want to help clients move on with their lives.
One thing that's very, very important is that Brent listened. A lot of lawyers just come in and they take over and they say, this is the way it's going to be. They don't listen to the client. They don't listen to the evidence, but Brent paid attention.
People talk about the attorney-client relationship. I like to think of it as a client-attorney relationship. I want the client to come first always in my representation. And I want to know everything that I can to know about them so that when I'm talking with prosecutors or judges or even juries, I want them to know that I know my clients like I do know a close friend or a family member. I have never had a bad experience walking away from a case. Win, lose, plea bargain, dismissal. At the conclusion of the case, there is incredible satisfaction that I feel knowing that the client is satisfied with the resolution. There's a real satisfaction because it's not just the result, it's how we got to the result. It's knowing that we did everything together to obtain that result. I always like to tell my clients that, look, as much as clients thank you for this outcome, it's important for me to let the clients know that they helped accomplish that.